Hey everybody, Mike Rolla here. Nice to see you guys again. It's been a little while, but I wanted to send a message out there from me and my higher self. We actually wanted to talk about how important it is to care about how you feel, and not just paying attention to it. Obviously, you have to do that. But in the sense of caring about it, like making it a point, a thing to notice how you feel and why, and start to learn this. Because feeling is everything. I mean, that goes without saying. The quality of your life, all of it, it's how you feel. Determines what that is. What you want to do, you choose it based on how it's going to make you feel. So feeling is everything, and I mean everything is everything. But it's a really important one. And I was actually talking with a group of colleagues. What do you call them? of, fellow light tribers, and I had mentioned I got a download. I think it was from JC at that moment who said it, but it could have been my higher self too. But I think it was JC, and he basically explained how of all the psychic senses, feeling is going to be, and not even just psychic, but just emotions and feeling is going to be one of the biggest factors to help us all grow and evolve, right? Because in the way that they explained it, and I was saying this to my friends and whatnot, and the way that JC put it is everyone feels the same feelings in a sense, like maybe not for the same reasons, but we're all human. We're all here on this earth. The energy is flying around, and eventually we all get upset, or we get happy, or we get mad or angry, or indifferent, or totally blissed out, or joyful, or excited, or surprised. All of them are all things that we all as human beings can relate to. So, as far as bringing us together, bringing humanity back together, caring about each other, caring about ourselves, right, and each other, and indirectly and directly, it's all connected. The way you feel means everything, but you have to realize that you have to care about how you feel. You have to actually make it a thing, to actually care about. Because we do things, like I said, in order to feel. So you constantly going around, you're doing this, doing that, doing this. Maybe it doesn't feel the same. Maybe I did get out of that what I wanted. Maybe it didn't. How you feel means everything. Don't do the same thing if it doesn't feel fantastic, right? And this is why I'm making this. We want to make this video, because the way you feel means everything. You should wake up every day, and in the middle of the day and at the end of the day, you should be feeling fantastic all the time. That's the goal, at least, I hope, for all of us, right? So how you feel is of utmost importance. And now the connection there is, like I said, it's something we can all feel. And because of that, we can relate to each other and to one another without any misunderstanding, without any miscommunication, because these are all things we can feel, and we've all felt them, and we know what they feel like, and we can agree on that. We don't have to speculate. You don't have to provide evidence. You don't have to look in the historical records. You don't have to find out who, you know what I mean? Like, there's no proof necessary, because you feel it, and that's it, and we all know it, and we all agree on it, and no room for misinformation and mistaking when it comes to our feelings, right? Now, of course, there's more levels to that. You have to ask, why do I feel this way? You really kind of got to go into those fun places, which can be really fun, in order to clean up, maybe just your belief system and your thought patterns. A lot of times there's so much healing in the world. There's so much you can do. There's so much we can learn. But at the end of the day, I think the most important thing for a lot of us, it's really just our thought patterns. It's how we were brought up. It's, what we're used to, what we're used to thinking, comfort zones. And, I like being over there in this relationship, even though, it's not totally satisfying or whatever your case. I mean, comfort zones. There's all these types of things that we all get hooked into. We get and systematically, create for ourselves. Thinking, well, if I have A, B, and C, then I'll be happy. So then we keep doing A, B, and C, but then you're just on the wheel doing A, B, and C, A, B, and C, and there's no time for happy, because you're just doing A, B, and C. And I mean, hopefully there is, hopefully, but again, it's, the world, it's so vast, and there's so many different angles, so many different things, and I think the one common denominator, along with feelings and stuff, but is our own thought process, how we what we think of the world and how we're brought up, how it feels to us, right? And the reason I say feeling, because feeling is that passion, feeling is that emotion, feeling is the stuff that makes us do things, that we would never do, and why? Because I felt like I just need to dance, get out of my way, you know what I mean? Like, why? There's no proof, there's no classes, there's no evidence necessary, there's no excuses, no justification. I just need to dance, and you need to get out of the way, or you can come dance with me. But if you're too slow, I'm gonna leave you behind. I mean, it's like whatever, uh, you know, you feel, right? And the reason why it's important is because your feelings are telling you, they're communicating back to you the thoughts that you think that maybe they don't like, or the things that you're doing, so your feelings are everything, but we need to care. I think there's a big, especially with the patriarchal system, males dominating and blah blah blah, and they don't show emotion, and they're tough guys, and it's like, no, like, the fact that we're not showing that we care about some crazy stuff that's happening, don't be indifferent and walk the other way, like, that's another human being who feels exactly how you feel, right? And they're in a bad spot, so let's go help them, right? That's what I would say. um, but in the system where you don't share, you don't talk about your feelings, you don't do that, you don't do this, it's so important for us to do that, because it's like we all have them and we're pretending like we don't. I don't know why. I don't get it. I've been a guy my whole life. I never got it. I never understood it. Like, I get you don't. I get if you don't want to share your feelings because you're hiding, you're scared, you don't want to show them, you whatever, or it's nobody needs to know. Okay, fine. But then it turns into your own. It's not for me to admit. It's for you to admit they're your feelings. So then it's really it's our own belief system. So again, back to the belief systems. That are really controlling the way we act, and don't let a thing control who you are. Be organic, be spontaneous, be the person you are the person in your body. No more of this letting systems and letting what something on TV told me how it's supposed to be says that's how it's supposed to be, or whatever. It's you. It's taking it back. It's taking back your domain of your own mind, like taking back your own land and your own space and that you occupy. This is yours. Well, in my case, it's mine. It's not for anybody else to tell me anything, period. Right? I mean, you tell me until you're blue in the face. You could be right as rain. I could be totally wrong. I'm still not gonna listen, right? It's still up to me, well, I mean, I try to listen, but I'm just giving an example. Is be the owner of this, of these, of this, right? Be the owner of your thoughts, your words, what you listen to, what you see. Take that responsibility back, and again, care about those things, right? Caring about yourself, caring about how you feel, caring about these things. Okay, he's telling me to. JC's putting me back on track, so he's telling me to add the other part when I started, when he explained how feelings are something we can all relate to. So what he had also said was, you know, and feelings, just because, as opposed to the other ones where, you know, if we did visual, and we were all, you know, relating to each other based on, you know, like third eye or visual things, or like we were all having the same dreams, but then, you know, they couldn't be the same dreams. They'd have to be unique to each person. And but the point of the dreams would be to get us all on the same page. So they would have to be totally different dreams for every single person. Like, it would take so much more coordination, you know. And then that's just a dream. Now we got to bring it to their consciousness and say, hey, you know, what did you learn there? Do you figure it out? Do you know what it's telling you? You know, like, there's all these things. Whereas if you feel it in your heart, you know what you're being told right away. I love that thing. You know, I don't like that thing. You know, like right away, that's easy. You know, and then there's the audio perceptions, whatever. You know, so if all of that started to come online, we'd all start hearing things and we'd all start going crazy. I mean, ideally, you know, it all happened at the same time, then maybe we could all, you know, like, oh, you're getting that too? Yeah, I'm getting that too. You know, but again, the coordination, you know, and evolution and things like this, you know, feeling means so much. When you feel stale, when you feel stagnant, when you feel heavy or stuck, or, you know, when I say stale or stagnant, or you don't feel, you know, like you feel like nothing's happening, nothing's going on, you know, well, you know, you can always hop in the shower, you can always go for a walk, you can always pick up the phone and call your mom, whatever. You know what I mean? Call your friend, call your, you know, your family. You can change how you feel. You know, if you're just sitting there, you know, whatever, on the couch, watch TV, whatever, you know, if you're doing that and you just don't feel, you know, like things are moving, you know, and, you know, then just do something different. But again, like I say, care about how you feel. And then instead of saying, well, this is my relaxation time, so I'm going to sit here and watch TV. If you don't feel like you're relaxed, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, but we do as people, because we go through our entire lives figuring out things and then putting things together as best we know how in order to have our greatest lives. So we think, oh well, I'm gonna go rest, I'm gonna go relax. I enjoy watching some boob tube, you know. So I'm gonna go sit here and I'm gonna chill out and I'm just gonna do my thing, you know. Fine. But if you think that and then you try it and it doesn't feel how you want it to feel, then it's time to change what you think you need to do, like to relax or something, right? And that's, I think, a big piece of it too, because we're always changing, we're always evolving. That's what, you know, the whole point of, you know, all this energy, high vibrational ascension, all this stuff that's happening, you know, that's always going on. You know, it's just, you know, are you coming? Are you coming up to that level? Are you gonna vibrate there? Are you gonna, you know, start, you know, all these high vibrational things? I don't like make a whole nother video on that. You know, but so for this one, it's, you know, your feelings mean everything, because again, so yeah, to sum up, everything we do is so we feel good. You know, everything we, you know, anything you want to eat, you want it because it tastes good, or feel it, you know, or it makes your tummy feel like crap and you don't eat it, and then you're taking care of yourself in that way, right? I mean, it's everything we do is like to have a good time and to have fun, right? And then it goes into, you know, it doesn't matter where you go, it matters who you're with, or and that includes yourself, you know. You know, if you're the only person there, you're who you're with, and it's gonna, the quality of your hike, whatever you went, is gonna be determined based on you, who you went with. Right? So, you know, include yourself. And I think that's, yeah, that's kind of a big thing that I guess I'm circling around here, is, you know, caring about yourself, looking at yourself as the vessel for the spiritual person that you are. So taking care of your vessel, right? Utmost importance. So how you feel, utmost importance. You know, these vessels, they're made to last us thousands and thousands of years. I mean, infinite, if we could really get, to those levels, physically and whatnot, which is where we're going. So there's so many, and back to the thoughts, so many thoughts and belief systems and structures. And what happens a lot of time in people's lives is when it all seems like it's all coming crashing down, it's happening because it's wanting you to change. It's pushing you to be a newer and better version of you, right? And how do you do that? Well, you pay attention to how you feel. And then there's a whole lot of things like that come along with it, but doing the things that make you feel good. Finding how you want to feel first, and then looking around, knowing that, and then finding representations of that is how you then make your life reflect back to you the quality that you are inside, because you're giving it out and you're seeking it and you're looking for it and you're finding it outside of yourself. So now your life is the life that you are wanting to look for, so the only constant in life is change. The Tao Te Ching. There you go. It's a fun book. It's a fun book to read. The Book of Changes. The I Ching, Tao Te Ching. I think those are different. There's the Tao Te Ching, which is, I think that's the I Ching, the Book of Changes. I'm not fluent in Chinese. But okay, so I'll just end it there. So yeah, guys, care about yourselves, care about, how you feel each other. A lot of the grumpiness and a lot of the heaviness that we all feel is really easily, dropped as soon as you go, you sunbathe, or you just sit in front of your window and on the floor. Why do you think dogs do that? They go find a sunny spot and they just crash, and they're good because they're getting downloads from the sun. The sun, it's warming them up, it's re-energizing their bodies. And if any of us have ever done that, and you guys have ever tried that, you know that that's exactly what happens when you do that, So there's plenty of ways in the world to heal yourself, to stay high vibe, to stay positive, stay joyful. But sometimes you gotta take the reins and make it happen for yourself, and so that's what I mean when I say, care about how you feel, right? And okay, yeah, 17 minutes. Okay, guys, much love, much light. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for sticking around watching it, and see you guys. Thanks.